west of here for quite some time. To believe that he is here would be a stretch. But if this is what you asked of us, then of course we will aid you.
But why are you trying to aid?
She takes a step back, closes her eyes, and then looks at Ray. Ray, you see her eyes turn black.
Oh.
She's a demon!
She closes her...
I'm gonna salt and pepper that bitch.
I'm gonna ask...
Like a fine scent surrounding you. Do they smell anything different?
Yeah.
No, you don't. That's the weird part.
The guy is
there's
more unnerved
there's
than
stuff
anything.
going on here, but like your abilities aren't detecting it. Like
I'm gonna ask if she knows the lady.
She says that in the past they've had dealings, and I don't believe you are on the best of terms. I imagine that my sisters here would be more than willing to help you.
Are you guys like similar with the lady? Like, is that what's going on here?
She shakes her head no.
Okay, just wondering.
My guy is going to tap Ray on the shoulder and whisper, "Be careful what you ask these people for. We may not be able to pay what they want."
I can barely hear you.
Steps back to the room because my guy doesn't want to be in here right now. My guy's edging towards the door with his mouth.
They do not impede you, Jean, as you try to leave, but you see that they are.
Well, he's not leaving yet, but he's standing in position to bolt if anything goes down.
But yeah, when you start getting ready to leave, it's almost like they sense. Let's say that they almost sense your fear, and they all stand up and look at you.
And I'm going to ask, if you help, what do we owe you? What do you ask for in return?
There is, of course, always a price.
Of course.
For now, we will aid you without compensation. But in a time, you may need to come back. Perhaps for further assistance or for something else. At which time we will discuss compensation then. That's what she says.
Alright. I mean, is there like a past track record of what you've asked other people for?
Can I see your financial portfolio?
Like, what can I expect?
She does that.
soul.
She does this slowly, shaking her head no again.
Can I do an insight check to see make sure this is up and up?
You can try. I will inform you now that, as far as you can tell, it seems to be on the up and up.
All right.
How small is the room we're in?
Not very large.
Yeah, my guy's heading out now, and his eyes are flashing red.
As you begin to slowly depart, yet again, they don't impede your movement, but they do slowly make their way towards you. They still like plenty of room for you to walk through, but it was like, think like the paparazzi coming in. Like they're not gonna try to block you from your car, but they're gonna be up there just staring at you.
They can do it.
So they're just blankly staring.
Angry. He needs to get
outside. They are staring, and a few of them have similarly blacked out eyes.
My guy's eyes are flashing between black and red, angry and fear.
Jean apparently leaves. What does the rest of the party do?
Yeah, I'm going.
I have a contract to fulfill. I'm not going to be leaving.
I'm on standby with a teleport spear, so...
How did you take my ring off?
She says it is not a simple task, but is one that can be done. Now, you said you were looking for Daffodil. Do you have anything or any way that we may help in locating him?
We have this map. It says it's here.
That's what Ferris starts doing. He's like,
Well, I mean,
What?
do you have any beef with Daffodil? Or are you gonna like hurt Daffodil?
We have no such quarrels with him. He seems to disagree with our methods, but we seek no. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna insight that fucking thing. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, then
I crit that shit. I'm 26 in insight.
He knows everything about this bitch.
Alright, I'm gonna roll her deception. One check.
12.
If she
Jack.
is telling the truth or
But
lying,
it's a crit.
you don't know. But
it's a crit. It automatically succeeds.
Yes. But I'm saying, if you rolled a freaking 19, you would believe her. Sorry. As far as you can tell, she does seem to have some slight beef with him, but like it seems legit that she's not gonna do anything to kill him or anything like that. But it does sound like he's not supposed to be here on this side. Maybe that this is their turf, and he's like walking up into it.
All right.
Like, honestly, I think he's just passing through. We just try to want to get to him before he heads wherever he's going next. You know.
Legion, if we do give you something that allows you to find his location, are you going to keep that information? Are you going to be able to use it later? Or is this a one-time deal?
Like, can we have the map back?
She looks at Ray and says that we would know of his location if we were to... If this map is as you... let's say, truly able to find him, then we would know where he is at all times.
At all times?
I mean, even without the map, you would know where he is.
She continues, she nods.
Let's take our business elsewhere, Ray. Like... But I will follow your lead, but I don't trust these... how many are there?
7.
20 septuplet, whatever the hell that is.
8 in total.
8 in total, yeah.
I agree with
Octuplets?
Ferris Ray.
Alright, well,
Something's off here.
I'll just say, well, thank you, Legion, but I don't want to invade his
Hold a
privacy
moment.
like that.
As you are completing your business and before you say goodbye, you look at this person, and all of a sudden, it's not a person, it's a statue. As far as you can tell, you've been speaking to a statue this entire time.
Did they make it outside?
The bitches turn into statues?
What?
Perception.
The entire room is filled with statues.
I will count that as the right decision. Let's get the fuck out of here, Ray.
Yep.
If you guys get outside to me, I'm going to whisper.
Jay, take
to
lead.
Ray.
I'll take the rear. Jay steps in front of Ray. I'm following up behind.
I'm standing right next to her.
We have a conga line going.
Gene, you were
The
saying?
moment you guys step out the door, my guy's going to grab Ray by the shoulder and tell her, I think you were talking to someone.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Keep getting quieter as you speak.
Yeah. Like, I think
said-
you, and then nothing.
I said, my guy grabs Ray by the shoulder and says, I think you were talking to Solanas.
I think I was talking to a statue. It was really fucking creepy.
I'm telling you, you may have been speaking to the deity of the temple.
Maybe. They seem creepy as fuck, though.
I'm gonna look at the map.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over his shoulder at the map.
And is there any leeway, like where we're located and where the dragon is located, that I can try to garner like a little, what direction in the town he's facing, or maybe he's left town by now?
You probably
just
could.
know if you make any deal with her, you'll probably end up her puppet. And then
We
you
already-
walk back towards
Well, yeah, we didn't make any deals though. I promise. We were good.
fucked off on that.
As you guys make your way outside the temple, you hear what sounds like stone collapsing. As you turn back, the building looks like it's been abandoned for 1,000 years. That's kind of ballparking it. It looks old.
I'm gonna say that's a victory.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we did right.
Yeah. It's also weird that the innkeeper said to go here to talk to crazy people. So let's not do that.
Maybe he meant when we go here we turn into crazy people who just talk to statues. Who knows?
The
Just
statue,
another one of those
for,
days. Huh.
for quick reference, the statue that Ray believes she was talking to, it's still there. It's just like the building collapsed at some point.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys make your way back out, and
Yeah.
you guys can try to find a dragon, but at this point, I don't know what you're doing. Good luck with that.
Well, I'm trying to garner, like, if the position on the map has changed slightly from our own position, so I could kind of try to garner that to make us align with one another, so I know at least the vicinity that he may be in with town.
I will give you a chance with survival, and we'll leave it at that for now. Go ahead.
19.
19. You believe that he's in the town. It's hard to say exactly where, but he is here. Something towards more the center of town, and that's where you're getting.
Okay. He's definitely more towards the center of town, so I say we look in those weird houses.
Alright, where's the
Maybe
center
start
of
with
town?
the mayor's area, Master's Hall.
The mayor's
Did you
area?
walk by any of the other temples?
That's
you guys
the
want to swing
royal
by the other
hall.
temple?
I'm not doing
Did you
that.
walk
Fuck
by
that.
any of the other ones?
Oh, there's another temple?
3.
Temple?
Yeah, the other temple will be north. You technically went through the town to get here, so if you want to go there, you have to go back. Go that way.
Or we could just do this immediate turn.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
stop by the mayor's place, and if that's a dead end, we'll go to the other temple.
Well,
No, I was just
I'm
wondering
pretty
if you're
sure it's
walking
near the
close enough
center of
to them to
town,
see them.
so it's somewhere in this vicinity, definitely.
Oh, the Royal Hall's 5, which is right here.
Yeah, so we can
So I
stop
assume-
by these places and do some checks. But
Yeah.
I'll
Alright,
go
let's
away
do
from
some
the temple.
checks.
My guy makes himself look like.
I honestly was hoping you guys would attack them.
We'll
Nope.
attack what? The people in the temple?
Yeah.
We don't attack
I
blindly, man.
almost totally did.
You like my... I bet this bitch is Mother Gothel! Rolled a natural 1 on his side. Yeah.
And had severe hatred. for
I am the
anybody
reason
who
why
slays
we
him.
got out of there.
No, technically, G was trying to get you guys to leave like the entire time.
Yeah, he did. And then I was kind of like, I don't want to invade the dragon's privacy. Because he's like, would you always be able to track him? Yeah, okay, nope.
Yeah, no.
It didn't lie to you.
No, it didn't. It did not. But I was also like, I don't want to be like, here, hey, by the way, dragon, we gave these scary
He's
people
Your
really
location forever.
geolocation for you forever. Like, I don't want to piss off the
The thing
dragon.
that freaked me out was it shut off my divine sense. So I'm just like, whatever
Ooh,
this
yeah.
is, I don't want to deal with it. And my guy
Yeah.
got the fuck out of there. He's
What
like,
set me off was the fucking black eyes. It's like, nope.
I always get set off.
Well,
by
my
black
eyes were black.
Alright.
Yeah, you're unsettled.
Do you go to,
Black eyes for fear. Red
as
eyes
you
for
arrive
anger.
within the center of town?
Yeah.
You guys have a general sense that it is nearby because the map is telling you such. Doesn't seem to be moving, so it's stationary at the moment. No hints of movement. No nothing drastic. You obviously don't see a dragon. So what do you do?
I'm gonna ask Ray.
Yeah.
I know that druids can do this weird plant thing where they like make a flower.
Druidcraft?
Can you make a daffodil?
I certainly can.
With Druidcraft, you could. Do you have
I am-
Druidcraft?
Yeah, it's a cantrip. Druidcrafting. What? It's one of our cantrips I took.
Yeah, so just a daffodil pops up. And I'm like, okay, so when we go around and talk to anybody, we'll point at the flower and then
Just
wink.
subtly gesture
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
flower.
And hopefully that may help us.
Maybe you
Out of
should
character,
wear it
you know
though,
what's
because
funny?
I am
That might
fire.
actually help.
Well, I am like mostly fire, so maybe you should wear the flower.
I'll hold it. Yeah.
You can hold the flower, 'cause I don't want to burn it.
I actually go down to Jay and I wrap it around his ear like a little bow.
And I'll
So
just lean
just-
down and start petting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Will
Yeah,
he
just-
accept that?
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
He can't
My
feel
guy
it.
I didn't want to
is-
be condescending to Jay.
No,
In
it's fine.
case this would help you for you all's plan, I will mention, even though my guy looks like a demon, he is a nature paladin, or wooden base, which means living things that touch him stay alive.
Ooh.
They're the ones known for keeping flowers and stuff growing on their body and antlers.
Someone's
that keep
getting a
them alive.
flower crown.
Just
It
like
may not
Jay.
fit, but
You're just
it-
gonna wake
it
up
is
one morning
legit.
and he's gonna have a flower crown wrapped around
He
you.
just wakes up one morning, realizes he
That's
didn't
the way you
bathe
can
for like a
tell
week,
what a
and now there's
warden is.
mushrooms growing all over him.
How long have I been asleep?
Probably a week.
All right.
Alright, so.
You guys begin going around asking various people and introducing
Just
yourself.
talking.
Like, do you
I do
introduce
have to
yourself?
ask, why did you
Alright,
grow a
just be
daffodil?
like, so are you a local here, or are you just stopping by, passing through?
As I'm like
Um,
gesturing towards Jay.
Gene, you were saying something, and we'll keep going.
I said I was asking why they were growing a daffodil.
It's Daffodil. Is the
It's-
dragon's name. And so we were trying to like subtly gesture to the daffodil to let them know, hey, are you this thing?
It's a long shot.
It's a long shot, but any little bit will
Yeah.
help right now.
It's as much of a long shot as anything else you've done at this point.
I kind of like it though.
I mean, it's either us walking around town like this or trusting
Trusting
the statue
people, yeah.
thing.
Fuck them.
Too bad none of us can sense dragons.
Yeah. I mean, I have detect magic, so if we get close to, it's only 30
Well, if
feet,
detect
so.
magic works, would his monocle show him the dragon, or would
It would show
The
that
monocle shows
he's
magic
changed.
items, not.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
not
only-
detect magic
okay.
itself.
And detect magic wouldn't tell me, hey, that's a dragon, and be like, hey, that person's using polymorph.
Actually,
It
would
could be
just-
something else
It
polymorph.
might tell you
Unless it's
it's
true
it's
polymorph.
on.
If he's using true polymorph, you can't tell that he's polymorph.
Yeah.
That might be an issue as well.
Hey guys.
And he is a dragon, so.
Asshole.
There you go.
Don't pull
Okay.
that tone with us, Jack.
So going towards like the Master's Hall then.
Yeah.
All right, you head over to the Master's Hall and you knock on the door.
So I'm Hellboy with a daffodil growing around.
Someone walks to the door and says, it's quite late. Is there something you need, or what's wrong?"
I start gesturing to Jay.
The daffodil. And I remember, did they say the mayor had left town or was just fallen ill?
He's fallen ill.
I'm
Guys,
like,
what
I heard the mayor's fallen ill, and I was wondering if you know of what it could be. Maybe I could help. Maybe.
How did you know?
We do have a paladin and a druid.
I mean, if
well,
it's like disease or something, I can do some stuff.
Actually, he's fine. The doctor just left. We thought we were certain he was going to die, but he seems fine at the moment. The
Where
doctor
did
just
this
left.
doctor go?
Does this doctor live here? Was it a well-known doctor? You knew him for long periods of time?
No, he came into the recent caravan just this evening.
Which direction did he go?
And which way did he go?
Why are you both asking this?
We have
One
a
is
friend.
intimidation, one's persuasion.
We have a friend that actually needs some help, maybe. And it's out of my ability, so maybe this doctor could help them. Where did this doctor go?
Sorry, the fact that you guys keep asking the same question right
Where
after
the
one
fuck did he
another.
go?
Where'd he go?
She points She points,
saying it at the same time.
northwest towards the inn that you came from originally.
What is
Oh,
he?
thank you
What
so
did
much,
he look
I'm
like
so-
exactly? Tell me quickly.
She says it's a woman and not a man. and describes it as such when I post the image. One moment.
We're like, thank you so
Yeah,
much. I'm
green
so
hair.
happy
I
the
start
mayor
running.
is okay. And we start bolting. We're like slowly back away, and the door shuts, and then we just bolt.
Before they dart off, my guy's gonna ask if she had green hair.
What's
She
the
says no.
description?
No, she did not.
It's fucking Aerith.
And
That
you
bitch is
just-
gonna die.
She had green eyes.
Alright.
Or am I
So we
just-
just wait for the door to close and then book it towards the end.
Apparently, you do.
Also, guys, I'm back. What did I miss?
We're
finding the dragon.
The doctor is the dragon. Okay. Really?
Oh my.
What?
This is the
Oh,
third or fourth
I am
natural
going to
one,
try.
right?
Once we get down, are these like dirt roads and stuff?
Yes.
So I can try tracking him,
Give it a shot.
Third or fourth
and I
natural
have
one of the
advantage
night,
on.
guys.
I have advantage on.
I know you do, but if you roll double ones, man.
23.
Okay.
Technically, I did roll double ones. It's an 11 though, but 23.
It doesn't take you too long. She has not even crossed the river as you come across her. Seeing that there's a group of people has walking up to her, she turns around, says, "I'm sorry. Can I help
I'm gonna
you?
gesture at Jay
That's a very
and
lovely.
the flower on his
I'm
head.
going to.
She says, "It's that's a very lovely dog. Do you need some medical assistance?"
No,
Because
wait.
she's with some
Point
people,
at the flower.
and I'm casting detect magic on the area around them for 30 feet.
You do sense a bit of magic.
On her?
Yes.
Wait, does
My
detect
guy's
magic
going to
show that
secretly
she's
grow green
polymorph?
scales
Yeah,
in
does
the
it
back
say
of
that
her-
she's polymorphed, or
It shows that
what?
there is a magic on her, and I'm gonna. Essentially, it looks like she is using polymorph. Now, mind you, it gives you more of the school of magic, so she could be using any other spell within that school of magic.
Yeah.
So
My guy's going to use his shape-shifting ability to grow green scales.
Why?
She's just
Why
sort of
would
like
you do
Alright.
that?
squinting at you.
And just look at you.
I'm gonna
Give
take
me
out the map
reaction.
and just be like, I just point at it.
Yeah.
I point at the flower.
While I'm like
The map.
petting the dog and like
Look,
Is
my
she
head
named
next
going-
to it.
Daffodil?
Okay, I'm just going to walk out. Excuse me, miss, you wouldn't happen to be Daffodil, would you? And just come out and say it.
She looks somewhat surprised and taken aback by that statement, and says, "How do you know that name?"
We were
Hi,
sent.
I'm Ray.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I thought you looked familiar, and she like points at Ferris.
Yeah.
It's like, she knows who we are, probably.
Well,
I
hopefully
just
she
wanted to be a
knows
bit more
Ferris is.
subtle and not
Hi.
just yell it out in front of people.
Yeah.
I wasn't yelling, I was just speaking calmly. Excuse me.
No,
are
I
you-
just meant like it's part of the game, guys.
Yeah,
we
I
missed,
know.
We missed it.
We were being dorks.
This is
Leave us
Ferris
alone.
saying it. He's very disappointed that his tact did not work.
Okay.
Cole's going to
My
continue.
guy shrugs and walks away because he doesn't need to know what conversation.
We very much
Yeah, that-
appreciate any help you could give us.
I also was really curious as to why you sent Ferris to me.
She says that she felt that perhaps you would need more protection. Also,
I mean,
that
I agree.
Larlock's kind of a dick, and I don't like him.
Hey, I don't really either. Funny that.
So
If you don't mind, we speak frankly. Let us return to the inn. I have a room there.
Yeah, maybe
Awesome.
somewhere more quiet and private. Yes, that's probably the best idea.
Please and thank you.
as
She-
we're walking towards the inn, I'm gonna comment to her. That explains why you had such great penmanship.
she,
There is no way those flourishes were male.
I see.
The brilliant
It
detective.
still could be male.
Just really, really feminine male.
Are you
Okay,
gonna try to
are you
insult
a
the
male
dragon?
named Daffodil? Hold on, let's get this out in the open. Are you a male named Daffodil?
She
Don't
says
just ask somebody's
she
gender.
says yes. She is a man. or a male dragon?
I'm gonna insight that. I want to know if she's fucking with me.
You're gonna insight check a dragon?
Go ahead.
Okay.
How would that work? Because she's polymorphed. Would her facial expression still?
I need to double check the charisma of a
By
dragon.
cadence and voice and stuff like that, you don't lose mannerisms. when
It's
you
still
follow.
a human, so like the human mannerisms convey because it is a human. In the same sense,
In fact, it's easier to tell because she's polymorph.
Okay.
one sec, I'm double checking the charisma of a dragon.
She's
It-
probably not proficient because most monsters don't have proficiency in skills. So.
But she is
Except a lot of
dragon,
dragons
so she
do
can
have
fly.
proficiency in deception. Shit.
Yeah.
You can definitely glide, but flying might be a little difficult.
That could be used. I got randomly thought of that because of the scales.
It also depends on what kind of dragon she is.
Next on the list, make.
I feel like her rolling deception really does mean she's fucking with me. At a character.
You can believe what you desire to believe. It really means nothing.
So,
I mean, does it matter though?
so on
You're
the
asking the
inside,
sex of a dragon.
that's it. That's all I get. Believe what I want to believe.
No, I actually haven't rolled yet.
Oh, okay.
You can believe it or not believe it. At the end of the day, what she tells you, because I forgot what the question was, you're asking if she is male or female,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
she-
hoping that you're not named Daffodil.
A male named
She
Daffodil.
tells you again that she is male and that her name is Daffodil.
Really?
Stranger
You
Things.
can believe or disbelieve. It is your choice. But as far as you can tell, you don't have any reason to not believe her, but it still seems far-fetched.
Part of me doesn't believe it just because I don't want that name
On
to
air?
be male. No, to be male. That's all. And I do understand that in the Witcher series there is a dude named Daffodil. All right, like
Dandelion.
oh, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Dandelion.
Then I'm fine. I'm fine in my beliefs. Like this fucking. There's no way. I'm gonna squint my eyes, and she can't really. Actually, she has true sight, doesn't she?
Just
She
true
can probably
sight.
see my. She can probably see my eyes through.
She could almost
my
see through your
eyes.
armor.
So I'm like,
Ooh, vulnerability.
wait, you can see through my armor?
She probably
my
could.
God.
Cole's just going to shrug and go with it. Just refer to her as she for now.
My guy's gonna say.
What
Stranger
pronoun
Things
do you
happened,
prefer?
And as he's randomly growing a pair of green wings and
All right. She takes you back to her room. It seems to be quite large.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Takes you back to her room. It seems quite large. She says, "Now, do you want to discuss something with me, Ferris? Was there an issue? Your skills are quite capable. I don't expect Larlock to be much trouble for you, not for quite some time." She pulls
Oh.
out an apple and begins to eat while she listens to your story.
The trouble more comes from the activities of the client. Well, not the client, but the recipient of the benefits of our contract.
Me. He's talking
Yeah,
about me.
Basically, we almost got had by probably a god who wanted to know your location and almost tricked people into giving it away permanently.
They call
These
themselves
people
Legion.
never listen. It was at Sylvanas' temple.
Ah, I
By
see.
the way, they know you're here, so that did get slipped out.
A simple matter. I will depart in the morning, and will be regardless of where they find me. They can't do anything within one night.
Who are they?
The followers of Sylvanas believe that there is something coming. Not to say
Well,
for
they're not
sure,
wrong.
and
Well, it happened to be a plague.
it may be possible that it might relate to you. And immediately, if you had found a way to inform me that you wanted to meet, here would not have been the best location.
Yeah,
Really,
sorry about
Mojo
that.
was the one who sent us on your trail.
Yeah, we just ended up catching up to you here.
That's unfortunate.
He may have just wanted us out of his hair for a while. I mean, he did just get that new body.
It's also like you do tend to bring a lot of bad juju with you guys everywhere you go.
Well, yeah.
Do you also know a lady in a red dress?
A lady in a red dress.
In a red hood.
Well, when we opened this map, we kind of got sent into like this different mind plane, I guess, where she set up different trials for basically Ray or somebody else to complete.
She seemed very
Yeah, these
trustworthy.
gloves got stuck to me.
She begins to giggle a little bit, placing her hand over her mouth so as to not spit out her food, or on a Japanese scale, like, yeah, when you laugh, you're not supposed to, show an open mouth. It's kind of rude.
Yeah.
She swallows and says, I see. That's why you were able to find me. Mother Gothel. She is a
Hole visibly shudders.
interesting individual. I'm surprised that she was willing to help you.
Well, we
Is
kind of
she
blew
usually
her up
not
with.
helpful?
Not to humans, anyway. She has a tendency against, let's say, mortals.
Yeah, we kind of
What
blew
is
her up
going
with
on?
celestial cookies of doom.
I suicide bombed the bitch.
Well, by we, I mean Ferris.
Something wrong, Jess.
I don't think that was real. I mean, my cell was fully charged when we got done the fight. Nobody really.
No, it wasn't real. It was like in a mindscape. I still have my cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, Ferris suicide bombers with celestial exploding cookies of doom.
For the second time.
And she was ironically the one who gave you those cookies.
She might have been. Okay. She says, now, was there anything else important about that you needed to ask me about?
I just wanted to know, is there any way that I can destroy this ring?
She informs you that the only way to properly destroy such a ring would be to have a god to remove it and destroy it.
So we definitely just met a god, guys.
Yeah.
The followers of Sylvanas removed the ring from her finger.
I see.
But then put it right back on, because
Tried to stop it, but wasn't quick enough.
I doubt it would be much in their interest to help you to undo these plagues, as it is their belief that it's something that is coming, and in a way they choose to embrace the chaos that would ensue from it.
So what is Savaris the god of?
It's hard to say. She was once mortal, and many mortals are strained when if they truly do attain such powers. It's hard to say for sure what she is after now.
She's do you know obsessed with immortality?
Kinda.
Do you know of any gods that would be willing to help remove Ray's ring?
She says, I know of one, but it may not be best for you to meet her, not just yet.
Why is that?
Gene, they shapeshift out.
Okay, so if I shapeshift, they change with me.
Yes. You were saying, Nick?
Why is that it wouldn't be the proper time?
She is more than likely well aware of you and your presence. Her choice not to come to meet you already would show that she is already planning something. It's just the way she is.
What about any other gods who may be persuaded into helping?
I'm sure that there are many gods. perhaps even some demons that may be able to help you. But persuading them is, of course, the more difficult task here.
Would Mother
Yes, my-
Gothel be able to?
She giggles a little bit and says, "No, she is very powerful, but she is nowhere near the level or power needed to undo such an item."
As
So
my guy
where do we
stretches
head?
my-
Where do we head next after this? Like, all we got from Mojo was to find you.
Well, in a way, he must have believed that I was able to help you. Did he give you any information beyond that?
Is there any way for us to minimize the damage being done by the plagues? As my guy scratches his head with a claw.
She continues
Yeah.
eating, which I don't know. I'm heavily emphasizing the fact that she keeps eating. She says that the plagues are centered around you, Ray, and it will be hard for you to tell exactly when they would come. She informs you the next one will be precisely 1 week from today, as the sun rises at the after 1 week from now, next sunrise will be when it happens, and that if you were to find a place where you think it would be safe for whatever effect of the plague to go off, then you will be fine. Well, maybe not you, but everyone else around you will be fine.
The next plague should be the frogs.
Then I don't see that being much of a problem at all.
Unless they're poisonous frogs.
But then we got locust and famine.
It didn't say poison.
That
It said frog.
And some types of frogs are poisonous, so
I mean, we
What
could go
about-
somewhere where frogs could thrive.
I have noticed that Ray sometimes speaks without her noticing, and she declares
What?
a number.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that.
and I'm wondering, this is the time probably until what? Do you know?
That's the time until he arrives. Larlock is not here. He's not within this plane. He's one of those few capable of still moving through the planes. Unlike many gods or deities who are still attached to the material plane, he, in some manner, has managed to move between them.
Do you know of any way that we could hinder his travel?
It may be possible. Many runes and locations across the world are what allows him this ability. Many gods gather on these points in attempts to further understand the means in which he obtained such a power. It is possible that one of them may be willing to help you, or it's more akin to such knowledge. But whether or not they are willing to stop it may be a different matter.
Do you know of any of these rooms now?
She informs you the nearest one is back in Arendelle. The place you came from. One where it
Yeah.
rained blood.
Ooh.
By the way, guys, I don't think it's gonna be called Arendelle for much longer.
Why do you say that?
Well, long story short, I kinda got a message last night from a vampire. You know how things go.
what?
You know how it rains blood? You know how vampires kinda like blood?
Mm-hmm.
That may be a town of vampires now.
Yeah.
That's probably who they were talking about coming through the forest overnight. But they seem really nice. They gave me this really nice scarf to protect me. So, shouldn't be too bad, right?
Yeah, but
Cole
what is
just
it?
goes,
Sylvanas-
ugh.
My guy looks at me and says,
Daffodil
"Isn't Sylvanas
is
wearing a
openly laughing.
Just
Like a moment ago, she was almost like light giggles and like keeping her posture. She's laughing aloud right now.
Daffodil, so I noticed that there was not a time constraint on the contract, but I'm just wondering how long until that's fulfilled?
Oh, come
She
on, you're
tells
loving
you.
it, right?
She tells you as she pokes Ray on the shoulder, and Ray repeats the the hour timer.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Only 189 more days. Only 189 more days.
She holds out her hand and says, "Here." Do you reach out for it?
Yeah.
Bears. In your hand, what appears to be a set of dragon scales, which you know are going to be very valuable. She tells you this. Take this as something extra to help you protect her just a little bit longer.
It does bomb the wound a bit.
I'm also gonna say real quick. Oh, by the way, the lady, the vampire lady or whatever, she goes by the lady. She said she did want to tell me something, so probably should go back there.
Nick, that's 30K.
Holy shit!
Damn,
Alright.
damn.
I'm putting that in the safety deposit box that is Jay.
You probably you have to actually sell it to get the money, but yeah, you have it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm putting the scales there.
I'm going to
also,
I look at.
Nick,
Go ahead.
I would like you to roll a nature check.
Ugh. Wait, does this have anything to do with humanoids or fiends?
No.
I didn't think so. Alright, straight D20. 4.
Yeah.
As far as you can tell, and you're just going to assume that these dragon scales are from her, but it's hard to say for sure what kind of dragon she is.
Yeah, I don't know what color she is. So.
You don't. Like, these scales
I don't really
are
care where it
oddly
came from.
hued in color. And they might not even be hers.
And to be fair,
okay.
the less we know, the better, because.
Do
Daffodil,
you know anything about a
excuse
mad
me, I'm gonna speak up. Before there was a scroll telling us how to delay the plagues. Would you have such knowledge, please?
She says, unfortunately, that's not something I've ever considered in the past.
Oh,
It may be possible you may find someone with such knowledge, but it's not really something I've... In a lifetime, you find many things, but plagues have not come up in quite so often in the last few centuries.
okay. I just thought I should ask.
And also, do you know much about the lady?
She says she hails far, far to the east of here, in the land of Thay.
The land of Fae? Like F-A-E, or?
T-H-A-E, not E-Y. T-H-A-Y.
T-H-A-Y?
Yes,
Like they, but with an A.
correct.
Yeah.
From my understanding, she's like pats her chin a bit. I believe she was still around when I was young. Maybe. I think she's been alive for about 2,000 years, something
Woo!
like that.
Cole makes a mental note not to mess with said lady.
She seemed morally sound?
That's subjective, but for now, let's say yes.
Okay.
Just one really last thing from me on any case. Are there any places where we could basically gather power for the fight against the Lich?
I'm sure there are many places where you may find such power. Admittedly, to counter such abilities, you would most likely have to seek out various boons or relics from various deities. Yeah, I would
So finding
avoid
the
asking
rooms.
Sylvanas, but if such a thing is your only option, it may be necessary.
Wait. What about Jean's shield?
Yes, I was curious about that shield.
Leave me out of this.
She says she was curious about that shield, and likely so the Warforged, who has remained fairly quiet this whole time, Chris.
My guy's insight check was just for basic body language from her.
Hmm.
Trying to sense any irritation. I mean,